And then, that's for you, Chris Rock.
Oh,
this is the Raw Report. Let's go. Bomb, you know what to do. All right, where do we start? Where do we start? I guess I want to introduce my guest today, and we've got two esteemed Raw Report. What do we call it? Alum
board members.
No, alum Freedom Theater board and staff. Phil is now president of Freedom Theater. He's still going to handle education and stuff, but
I am.
and of course, Phil, you are, and he's fine with that.
Oh, you actually are.
Yeah. And Brett's taking over the advisory board. Him, Diane McGrath, and my boy, Philly Freeway. Anyway, speaking of Philly, how was the Oscars this week, huh?
Oh.
Philly was representing in that. Oh, wild ride. I want to start with Phil. Phil, what do you take on the Oscars? What do you think?
Oh, it was the best show on earth. It was the best show on earth.
I even watched it.
And it was literally I'm literally still, I have post-traumatic Oscar shock.
Wow.
I have post-traumatic Oscar shock. I mean, I'm still trying to process how the most esteemed, celebrated, accomplished, talented, household name, iconic megastars of our time could in an instant, just almost erase all of that with one action, the old saying, it takes a long time to fill up a bucket of water with drops of water. And I mean, it takes a long time,
instant to dump
right?
it out.
In an instant, Brett, to dump it out. And I feel like Will Smith has had such a storied career, right? So many drops, right? So many drops. And here the bucket was full. One more drop. The Oscar. The bucket was
this his first Oscar?
This was his first Oscar.
First Oscar first Oscar for
Best Actor. A leading actor.
Yeah, okay.
And this was his moment, right?
And only two black men have won that so far. Am I correct?
That's it. For Best Actor, Best Dramatic Actor, one actor.
Denzel, and who's the other one?
No.
Denzel hasn't won it for Best Actor.
Yeah, Denzel and...
he did Training Day.
No, Training Day he should have won. Wait, no, Training Day he won. He did win, but the beef, but
Glory he should have won.
But they gave it to Training
Glory!
Day, and that was the beef, that they gave it to him when he played the bad cop. But an Oscar is an Oscar. An Oscar is an Oscar is an Oscar. But for Will on that moment to kick the bucket of water over.
Over on Chris Rock.
Is tragic.
It's tragic.
Did he though? I mean,
well, let me ask you a question. How many other moments of the Oscars do you remember?
I mean, I'm not generally one to...
Or not even remember.
I'm not generally one to care about that sort of thing anyway, so...
But what was talked about the next day? Any other award?
That was it. I don't even know if the whole award... Did the award show even go on?
Yes.
Questlove! Hold on, no. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We're going to give him his own
everybody.
segment. Questlove, he gets his own segment, but let's continue with the little thing. Come on.
Yes.
So
there were other awards that people were talking about the next day. They were talking about Coda.
No.
The first deaf person.
What?
The first deaf person.
Coda.
They should have been talking about
Coda, but
and
Brett,
we're talking about
you're
Questlove.
that politically correct that you probably were talking about Coda
Well,
in the circles that you go.
I watched Coda.
But
I bet you
haven't watched Coda.
Shit, you're the only one who's ever seen it.
It's a great movie.
Just won 3 Oscars.
Phil, did you see Coda?
Coda should have been
Phil, did you see Coda?
the talk. I did not see Coda. But
Bomb, did you see Coda?
But wait a second.
Bomb has not seen Coda.
I didn't see Coda, but hold up. But listen, nonetheless, Coda was set up to be the most celebrated film. I mean, it won best picture, right? It was it was set up to be the
it was that good. I just want to say it was that good.
But Brett,
I
we
watched it and I
digress.
cried.
We digress. Will Smith took the air out of the Oscars. But not only that, the first time in history, the first time in Oscar history, a black man executive produced, and directed the Oscars.
Oh.
Do you realize
Will.
the statement?
Will, what did you do?
I didn't realize the historical significance of it. But
Will, poor Will.
I just find it ironic.
As a casual observer,
yes,
and hearing Chris Rock's joke, and knowing a little bit of the context of the situation, she has alopecia. There's issue. There are real sensitive issues there. Good on Will Smith for telling him to shut the fuck up.
Well, wait a minute. So you actually think that Chris Rock? Do you actually think Chris Rock?
I absolutely don't think that Chris Rock
knew. So you think that he intentionally was making fun of a medical condition?
No, I don't.
That's my point.
I don't.
And neither did Will. That's why he laughed.
Will laughed. Will was like, G.I. Jane! You a fool for that one, Crip! He looked over at Jada like, and Jada was sitting there like the Crypt Keeper and shit, with a little baldy and shit. My mom had alopecia too, and my mother passed away. And guess what? I still wouldn't have slapped Chris for it. But, she's sitting there like the Crypt Keeper, and she turned around. And Will was like, oh, fuck. She's like, damn. She gonna be fucking all this again.
If that's what actually happened, fine. Yeah. Everybody's wrong.
Everybody is wrong.
Everybody's wrong.
But Chris was
Everybody's
just doing
wrong.
his job.
Will Smith is wrong. Chris Rock is wrong. But you know what?
Chris Rock is not wrong. Chris Rock was not wrong because
Whatever.
Chris Rock
everybody in this situation is wrong.
I don't think Chris Rock is wrong. Chris Rock is an absolute fool. He's a comedian. He does funny things. Look, the day before that, he came in and said some funny shit to me. You know what I'm saying? So I had smacked Chris, and we're just in a fucking nightclub.
Comedians, they push the envelope,
right? They push the envelope. He's being funny. He didn't know. Chris don't even know my fucking name. But he came in and was like, hey, you. He was like, such and such, and grab him and throw him over the bridge. And I was like, what is he talking? And that was him just walking in the door. That was his hello. So to get mad at somebody who obviously is not really, let's face it, most entertainers are not 100%, up top. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So if you come into a room and your hello is, hey, you, grab a rope. Hey, you, grab some other stuff and grab him and throw him over a bridge. Good morning. It's like, wait, this person's not right in the fucking head. So anything he says, you automatically have to disconnect.
So maybe it's on the people that wrote it for writing a joke about her alopecia.
He was freestyling. He was freestyling.
Nobody writes for Chris Rock.
Nobody's gonna write, hey, Jada Pinkett, G.I. Jane, she's got alopecia, gonna be funny. You wait and see.
It's
like,
I think Chris
G.I. Jane's
Rock
a good movie, by the way.
That was a great movie. I want to see Jada's G.I. Jane, actually. I think she'd kill the role.
Well, so here's another question. I want to throw this out to the table. Would it, Brett, have been a different situation if Will Smith had smacked Warren Beatty?
No.
Or
let's say he smacked who's Cumberbatch? What's Cumberbatch's first name?
Benedict
Cumberbatch.
Say Will Smith smacks Benedict Cumberbatch or like a George Clooney.
I don't know.
Let's say he smacked George Clooney.
What would the optics have looked like?
Do you think he would have?
No, he wouldn't have done it. But
the hypothetical is, what if he did?
If he did.
If he would have, that's a whole different.
Cumberbatch.
The optics of that.
I mean, the optics are bad, regardless.
So the question is, would he have been? Happened? I'm just asking, what do you think would have happened?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Immediately after Benedict Cumberbatch caught one.
That's hard for me to say because.
All right, let's say he smacked Amy Schumer. All right.
What is this? What is this? The new game? What is this? The new? What is this? The new section on the new game on the Raw Report?
Will Smith smacks Amy Schumer after making bald head joke about Jada Pinkett. Or does Jada go up and smack Amy Schumer because now it's woman on woman?
Well, see, that's very interesting. What I'm getting at is,
I love this new game, by the way. This is a great new game.
Think about it for a second. But hold on.
Yeah.
Think about it. Will Smith. First of all, let's just say Benedict Cumberbatch and George Clooney are hosting the Oscars, right?
Oh my God.
They both make the same joke. One says, "Hey Jada, oh yeah, wouldn't she look good playing G.I. Jane?" Like, what if they said it together? And then Will goes up, he double smacks George Clooney, Benedict Cumberbatch, all at once like a Three Stooges kind of, like a,
You know what? You know what?
Across the face. What do you think happens next?
I think.
Think about it.
Okay, I thought about it.
Okay.
Well, first and foremost, I hope Seth MacFarlane is a fan, and that makes it onto the next season of Family Guy.
Yeah,
Okay. Great,
okay,
great.
okay.
Come on, tell me what happens, though, Brett. Give it to me.
Stewie comes out. And
No,
deadpans?
Brett. No cartoon characters can come out.
Do we cut to
We're
commercial?
in reality,
Do
Brett.
we cut to commercial immediately?
What happens?
What happens?
Well, first off, nothing good happens, and second off, I'd say white people on Facebook just lose their minds.
I think that.
What are they saying?
I'm not gonna even speculate because that's.
What do you think white America would say after seeing George Clooney and Benedict Cumberbatch getting a double Three Stooge slap for making a G.I. Jane joke as part of a haiku?
And let's even no, listen, and let's draw this analogy. Let's draw this hypothetical out even more. Had he smacked Cumberbatch and Clooney,
Or Clooney,
or both,
let's just separate it.
Okay, let's separate.
It would have been really
Let's be
ugly.
more realistic.
It would have been really.
Okay,
ugly.
I'm not being silly anymore.
It would have been really.
I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Let's be serious.
Would he have been escorted out by LAPD? 2, would he have still received Best Actor? And 3, here's the third one, if he had received Best Actor, would the audience have stood up and cheered
Give him a standing
and gave him a
ovation.
standing ovation?
And then I want to say in 4, would he then return to his seat and sit down and enjoy the rest of the program like it didn't even happen?
Like it didn't even happen.
That's some shit.
I mean, we have to take a moment here.
That's some shit.
This is. I mean, there's so much to unpack with that smack, right? If depending upon the different, even if it were a different black comedian, right? What if it were
somebody more light skinned than Will? What if? Who's the biggest light skinned actor in Hollywood? Terrence Howard? Is he?
Well, I
What if it was Ice-T? What if he smacked Ice-T?
I was going to say.
I wanted to. Can we have a disclaimer go across the screen now?
He's got a white man's haircut.
No.
I want the disclaimer that none of this.
No,
represents
Sinbad. What do you have a smack?
Sinbad. He's too old.
He's
No
too
one cares about Sinbad.
No.
Somebody more light skinned than who's the most reputable light skinned actor in Hollywood?
No.
Hollywood, you don't have enough light skinned guys.
Well, no.
What's going on? That's racist.
Well, I was going to go the opposite way. I was going to say, what if he smacked Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart, right? Would that, if Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart would have made that joke, would the response have been the same? I mean, that's a part of what people are debating right
Kevin
now.
Hart. I mean, that's really fucked up. I mean,
He went to my high school.
Did he?
Yeah.
If you smack Kevin Hart,
went to
you gotta
Washington.
really reach down low. I mean, Will Smith smacking Kevin Hart, that's like smacking a kid. I mean, but here's the thing, like this shit is so fucked up because what's happened is COVID, man. Will is suffering from COVID, and I actually think Jada Pinkett is the problem. I think it's the kitty cat. And Phil, I promised I wouldn't mention kitty cat this episode, but I think
kitty cat out your mouth.
Kitty cat.
Hear me out. I think that the kitty cat is the problem because Tupac used to act like that after getting some Jada kitty cat.
All right.
See, he was stuck in a role. He got some of that Jada kitty cat. He did juice. He's stuck in a role. Will was out of the Jada kitty cat. He got back in the kitty cat. He did King Richard, and now he's acting crazy. He's stuck in a role. So maybe when you get the Jada kitty cat and you're doing a show, or you're an actor, maybe the kitty cat is that powerful that it keeps you stuck. He thinks he's King Richard still. He thought he had the tennis racket on. He thought that Jada was Venus.
This is some
He thought he
real
was
great
protecting
fan
Venus.
fiction that we're writing here.
It is
Some great
indeed.
fan
It is
fiction.
indeed. Chris
This is
did.
wild.
Chris did call him Richard.
He did call him Richard. He said, "Oh, here comes Richard. What you got to say?" Whoa!
So maybe it was all staged.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, you can't find a Chris Rock ticket right now. I mean, he's selling out wherever he's.
Yeah, I know. He sold out Atlantic City.
Did he sell? He sold out Atlantic City.
He sold out Atlantic City.
Heard he sold out Vegas. I mean, the conspiracy theorists are out. They think that this was
Staged.
this
This
was staged.
And you didn't hear a slap.
Well, I thought it was fake too until we sat down. I thought it was like when I saw it with my own eyes. No, I just watched it.
Okay.
But when I watched it on TV, it looked like it was a stage nap. Like I know how you do a stage nap, right? Theatrically.
So it was
and look, they cheered too.
And they cheered and they laughed. And so I said,
if he didn't say, Phil, that's an interesting point. Had he not said, keep my name out your keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
It was like, well, Will, keep my wife. I was like, he doubled down.
Yeah,
like,
he doubled down.
Like,
I mean,
yo, this guy's out of his fucking mind.
Well,
that's when it became real.
Oh
and Chris said, I won't.
Look,
He said, no, I will. He said, you got it. He said, okay.
He said, I won't.
Okay,
he said, okay, I won't.
Won't say anything.
Look, I think
shocking.
I think it's an intersection of a lot of different frustrations that we all have in this country right now, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody's pent up. Everybody's ready to kill each other.
Right.
Chris Rock triggered something for Will Smith talking about his wife. He wanted to, stand up to that.
Yes.
And we're always taught that we should be standing up for things, especially a ableist comment like that. Making fun of somebody's condition. You shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, alopecia. Propecia is what you use for alopecia.
Well, let me.
I know that for some sad reasons.
Why?
Phil, it's not funny, Phil.
Did you forget to renew your subscription of your prescription of Propecia?
Well, see, Brett, to your statement though, what's the line? I mean, because here I come back to this, right? We live in a democracy, freedom of speech, and it does come down to this, right? A comedian can say whatever they want to say. I can call you whatever I want to call you out of my mouth. When does a word justify you physically assaulting me? Because guess what?
Never.
We have countless black and brown boys right now who are in the ground, bro.
Yeah.
Because of something someone said.
Yeah. I can't argue with that point.
So the optics of this
are bad.
You know how many people online though were and are like justifying Will's behavior, saying, like literally affirming, yeah, well, he deserved it. Comedians go too far. He talked about his wife. I would have smacked. I've had 4 or 5 different threads of social media arguments saying violence is never the answer. So what do you mean by, somebody calls you the N-word to your face.
Yeah.
As offensive as that is, and as much as I understand getting violent with the person who would do that, it doesn't justify, a word does not justify physical assault.
Physical violence. You got to keep your cool. Because keeping your cool is the most gangster. Because because you might have to blow their house up later. You know what I'm saying? Or their car or some shit like that.
Right, and you don't want anybody to know. You don't want nobody to be like, oh yeah, I saw him he said, yo, I'm gonna blow your fucking house up, and then his house magically blows up. You know what I'm saying? So it's to keep your cool is so gangster. And had Chris Rock had got fucked up later at the Charlie Mack after party, you know what I'm saying? That shit would have been like, yo, don't fuck with Will Smith on the low. Yo, that joke was funny, right? But then, late night, yo, Will fucks Chris up. Yo, that would have been better. It would have been better. It would have been better.
It
would have been better to find out that something happened the next day.
More gangster.
But I will tell you what's...
But even though I know my brother Charlie Mack is about peace, he would never touch Chris Rock, and he probably... I know he's about peace. Yo, I want to shout out my bro.
Well, all this talk of Will Smith really, at the end of the day, doesn't impact my life. But you know what does impact our lives is the fact that the wife of a Supreme Court justice tried to use her proximity to power to overthrow the government on January 6th.
I mean, let's keep talking about the Oxfords. We'll come back to that.
And we can come back to that, but let's clarify just so that we recognize all the accomplishments of best actor, African American actors. Sidney Poitier, 64, Lilies of the Field.
Woo!
Denzel Washington, Training Day. We talked about.
Should have got it for
Jamie Foxx. You know.
Jamie Foxx.
Remember he was shutting. I mean, he shut the whole industry down that year with Ray. Brilliant. And then Forrest Whitaker,
that's true, yeah.
The Last King of Scotland.
Oh,
come on, man!
I never saw Last King of Scotland. I heard it was great.
Brilliant movie. But
how many black directors have won Best Director? Even though we didn't win for Best Director, we won Best Documentary. But we're coming for Best Director later.
Best Director?
Yeah.
Well.
Or best documentary. Let's best. Yeah. Even though Quest was the best director this year, we don't have to. The Academy didn't acknowledge it, and maybe somebody needs to be slapped, Brett.
Well, it looks like no black directors have won. 6 have been nominated, including Spike Lee.
Okay.
Right?
Spike Lee.
And Spike Lee. And Spike Lee.
Was John Singleton?
John Singleton. Yeah, I mean.
Black directors. That won.
No one.
Oh, nobody ever won?
No black director ever won. Jordan Peele made history. First was Jordan Peele won for Best Original Screenplay. Get Out. Remember that. But that's what I'm saying. 6 nominated, none have ever won.
That makes me do the raise of the eyebrow.
So best Oscars. Black documentary.
So let's see documentary.
Questlove.
Usually Bomb's enjoying a nice trogs. You know what I'm saying? So he's not doing Bomb usually does all the behind the scene web puller-uppers things that we do.
He's going to have the disclaimer go across the camera.
That's how old I'm getting. I say on the Google. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just telling Phil
I say on the Google too.
Really? We're getting old, Brett. We're getting up there, Brett. And it's okay because age, Brett, is better than the alternative.
Hold on. I have a question. You brought up kitty cats earlier, and I want to know. I want to know how's the cat.
The cat's great. Allie, my mom's cat.
Yeah.
Oh, Allie the cat.
You know, it's sad though. I'll say something. I'm gonna make my glasses go down now.
Uh-oh.
My signature eyeglass move when I do the raise of the eyebrow.
My sister wanted to know how you see through those, by the way.
Yeah, well, they're Cartier, so they're very good.
Oh. Shout out to Rachel for that.
Yeah, shout out to Rachel. She's more connected than Brett. Brett told me.
Cartier is sponsoring your podcast, I heard.
No.
Oh,
they don't like people like me, but I still like their work.
So wait, tell us about Allie.
Oh, Allie the cat. You know, it's a sad story with Allie. Not to go in a different direction. You know, I want to stay on this Oscar thing, but Allie is been crying since we've been back in, and she's been crying and crying and crying at night and crying and crying and crying. So I decided to talk to her. So I'm like, what is the cat crying for? Like, what is going on? And I just told the cat that my mom died. Because I don't think nobody told her. And I was like, Allie is like, if you don't know this, I don't know if you're aware of this, but my mom is dead, Allie. And it's like, she's not coming back. And she looked up at me, the cat, like looked out like that, and then looked down, and then stopped crying. Like almost like she understood what I just said.
Really?
And and she hasn't cried since.
And
because she just was like, I remember like when my mom was gone, like for like the first month, I come in the house and Allie was just sitting by the top of the steps, and she just was like, "Meow, meow."
Wow.
Yeah.
Meow.
Cats will do that.
They're like, "Meow, meow." I mean, just over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, "Are you talking? Is this like, like, do you want to know where Pam is? Like, what's going on?" And I told her that, and I was like, maybe I should just tell the cat that my mom is dead.
And you told her that just like that, and the cat stopped.
And the cat stopped crying.
And you're like, and she's like, you're changing her litter box and feeding her and all that kind of stuff. Just checking.
No, Brett, I'm just letting it pile up.
Okay. I figured
he lets the cat out the door and say,
his own litter box. You know Look, I leave it there. If it doesn't do it, then it doesn't want it done. You know what I mean?
But you like play with it and stuff, and got a laser pointer.
I said, listen, it's a cold world, cat.
It's a cold world.
And cat's it's a cat eat cat world. I just want you to know that, right? No, Brett. The cat's been taken care of. Everybody wants the cat, but people don't want the cat. I can't let the cat go. Like next door, there's like a recovering. I'm not next door. I mean, maybe next door, but across the street, there's like a recovering crackhead. You know what I'm saying, Leonard, and
oh, man.
And Leonard's cool. You know, he drives a Volvo. I mean,
you mentioned Leonard's name
he doesn't care. He's a recovering crackhead.
Oh, he's recovering. Okay, so he would tell you.
He's not on crack now. He's proud of his recovery.
I hear you. I feel that.
He's glad that I'm shouting him out.
No doubt.
And the fact that he hasn't had a crack relapse since '88.
Props to Leonard, no doubt.
Yeah, he hasn't had a crack relapse. You know what I'm saying?
You know, speaking of crack,
I don't even know if Leonard was on crack.
Speaking of crack,
I think Leonard's on malt liquor.
But he wanted the cat.
Yeah, he wants the cat. But he drinks too many malt liquors. Like basically, my uncle left a cooler in my mom's backyard. Right? He left a cooler filled with beer, and it's been there for a year. Right? So I go I go in the backyard. I'm like, what the fuck is this here? I grab the shit like it doesn't weigh anything. And I'm like, what?
Because it was filled with water?
It's filled with water and beer. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I opened this shit up. I was like, there's bottles and cans, just fresh beer.
I hope you didn't drink any.
Fresh beer, yeah.
I gave it to Leonard. And Leonard said, this one actually, he said the can had a little rust on it. He said, but the beer inside is fine.
Oh, my God.
I said, look, man, do you, Leonard? Please do not let me stop you.
You did not let Leonard
He said,
take
you going to
that.
give away all this beer? Are you He said, are you crazy? am I crazy? Is that what he just asked me? Am I?
So
yes.
So wait a second.
I believe the answer to that is yes.
Because I'm out of my fucking mind,
This is your
Leonard.
fault, Brett. Because the last podcast, Dice started with the Ukraine invasion.
Oh, God.
And then went all the way to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola rules America. I don't know how we got there. You have just
they rule the world.
We started with the smack heard around the world.
Yeah.
And now we're on Leonard. We're on Leonard.
We're on Leonard.
We're on Leonard. Drinking rusty beer out of a.
Let's bring it back to Ukraine then.
I mean,
all right, let's bring it back. All right,
let's bring it back.
Wait. Before we go to Ukraine, we do have to give Questlove his flowers. Why you still alive, baby? Baby boy!
Congratulations, Quest. Woo! Yo, big ups, yo. I mean, you know what I think?
I can't believe it.
Can I just say this? I think what they need to do is give Questlove an Oscar next year where there's no drama, so everyone can get.
So he gets like a mulligan.
So I mean, like, listen, they need to bring the beat back, man, and give him his due again without the eclipse of the drama that preceded their war.
For that. I mean, maybe they meant for all that to happen, but
I mean, it's just a shame though that the most brilliant documentary in the world, right, or ever done, Quest gets his award. Beautiful speech, right? Yeah. Like moving speech. And it gets upstaged by that nonsense.
And the craziest
and at the end of
part
the day, it was nonsense.
I mean, I don't even know what it was. Like, it's just a nightmare for Will, and you know, it wound up being a payday for Chris. You know what I'm saying? But Questlove again. I'm so proud homie.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Rooting on. I mean, rooting for the root. A little play on words there.
That's a great dad joke right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's amazing he got it done. But I think that it's really fucked up, you know, that whole thing did happen. You know what I'm saying? Right before the award. And the craziest part though was the eye language.
The eye language
of Chris Rock.
Yeah.
When Questlove did shake hands with Will Smith. Because it was like...
I mean, but it's in,
I didn't know that.
Yo, the eye language. You got to rewatch it again.
Okay, all right.
And look at Chris Rock's eyes when Questlove daps Will Smith. But, I mean, it was West Philly. They're from the same neighborhood, Chris. He didn't mean it.
Yeah, no.
He didn't mean to give Will daps. He was caught up in the moment. I'm apologizing for Questlove. No, he should have ignored Will. He should have gave him like a little pound and said, hey, you got to avoid Will like the fucking plague now.
No. He did the absolute right thing. So the last thing I'll say is that I think Quest did the right thing, dapping up Will in the moment. I think maintaining his character and poise, just like Chris Rock did.
And it was the biggest TV moment of a generation.
Right. And it was the biggest TV moment in the generation.
Chris Rock are really tight. Like I was saying, like Chris Rock was talking shit to me the night before.
But let's play this out, Dice. What if he comes up on stage at that moment and this is Will's like, yeah, you know, you just smacked my man, which is you know, reasonable. Now all of a sudden the Oscars just spins and he's winning and he has an Oscar in his hand.
No, I'm not saying he should have said that, but when you look at Chris Rock's eye language. He saw Amir dap him up. He was like, damn, Amir, like,
Nah, I think that's a bit. I think that's a bit much to put on Quest, only because in that moment, Quest is getting his Oscars. Yo, I'm adapting.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
Thinking about their shit.
I feel you.
Yeah, I don't think he was thinking about Will Smith or Chris Rock. I think he was like, yo, I just want a fucking Oscar. Now I'm going to the stage. He saw Will.
Right.
And just shook his
And
hand.
shook his hand, no
but
doubt.
Also, Will went out of his way
To make sure
to
he
shake
was.
his hand.
Yeah, like, you know.
So that was like the weird thing too. So it was like,
Because he was trying to rebuild his cool points.
So
exactly.
So rather
Will stands up, and then Will is like, hey, right?
Yes.
But I never see, you know, it's like, Will, like, yeah, I was just like, I never seen Will do that before. Like, he stood up, he was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And then Amir had to be like, I mean, because to your point, he couldn't be like,
Yeah, he couldn't.
he just fucked everything up.
So-
Like, make the fuck out of
So
here.
then maybe-
So he had to be like, boom. But then when you look at Chris Rock's eyes,
He was just like.
because I saw it this morning, they played it back, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, oh, Chris is like, why is he shaking Will's hand?
Who just pimp smacked me?
Slapped me. He's shaking the hand and
Other-
he just shook the world. But maybe he wanted to touch the hand. Because now the hand
So you know
is
what-
more popular than Will.
You know what might be? It might have been a lot more effective for, you know, this the parody that you put in your head
Well, I'm just-
is the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song.
That would be perfect.
That would be perfect.
They need to redo the me. Because like right when
Thank you, Brett.
Right when Quest is walking up, and then Will goes. That's what he said, bro. And then you see Chris Rock's eyes like, because Chris was like, yo, I'm in a madhouse.
I hope somebody makes that.
Chris Rock looked like
I hope one of the loyal listeners makes
Chris
that.
Rock looked like
They
he was
will.
in an
They will
episode of
that way,
Mad
dude.
Magazine. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't know what the fuck was going
Well,
on.
hold up, Dice. See,
Oh.
here's the thing. This is the question. Maintaining your cool under pressure.
Oh.
Will couldn't handle it,
Couldn't handle it.
but Judge Jackson could.
Oh well, of course.
So
you
let
could.
me do a hard shift to the Supreme Court nomination, and
She did keep it.
and you saw the intaking that Judge Jackson was taking.
Oh,
from,
Ted Cruz with the
from Ted Cruz, from Lindsey Graham. I mean, the right
Bitch
treated her
McConnell.
like a
That's what I call him.
Listen.
Bitch McConnell.
Listen. Don't you think she wanted to get up with an
Pimp
open
slap the rest of
hand
them?
slap?
Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
Think about that, Will.
But she did.
She didn't, Will.
She was judicial.
She
But you know
kept her cool,
you know who
pal.
wasn't judicial?
Who's that? Brett Kavanaugh.
He's like, yeah, I had a few beers. He's like, yeah, I beat up a few niggas and a few Jews. So what? He's like, I want to be on the Supreme fucking Court. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh God.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. You can't handle the truth. He's like, where's my coat? He's like, sir, you're under arrest.
Yeah, I wasn't actually going to go down that street, but
Oh my God.
but
He's like, yeah, I wear blackface. I just was wearing it this weekend. So what? You guys got any beer? Shit was a total different thing.
have I said the N-word? Yes.
Have I said the N-word? Yeah, every day.
My friends let me say it.
We love it.
Oh God.
I love using it.
Dice. Oh.
There's not gonna be any niggas on the Supreme Court, is there?
Oh God.
God damn it! I need a beer. That's how he was.
Oh God. Dice, I can't.
Dice,
I can't. Listen.
wow.
Totally
Listen.
different.
I was going.
Totally different.
I was going to make a different point. I was talking about Clarence Thomas. Wait.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh.
My bad.
Oh,
And the
man.
fact that he hasn't recused himself
Right.
Because of his wife.
No,
because of his wife.
His wife who was there.
His wife who was there. Brett, talk to the people about this.
I don't know if I can follow that, but
Yeah, let's
Oh
give
no!
him some facts.
Oh no! No one can follow that.
no, but
No,
but
but,
she.
I
But
mean,
she
we do-
used
we
her-
do need
but
to
she-
talk
but
about
she
this.
used her power. She tried to use her proximity to power.
Yes, she did.
To strong arm. What was it? The president's chief of staff.
Yeah, I mean, well, to influence, her husband, right, to agree with Trump's
Right.
position that the election was stolen, and she was trying to influence a sitting Supreme
Right.
Court justice
Nothing
while
good-
at the same time working with Trump loyalties out.
Right. Nothing
to-
good comes of this.
Well, nothing good comes of it if we're able to hold her accountable and Clarence Thomas.
Oh, No disagreement there.
You know, and the fact of the matter is, without getting political, is I mean, we're already political, but
I am the political analyst of the Raw Report.
Talk about Kavanaugh.
Well,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. I mean, you know, I think Brett, that, you know, if you were to go full circle with this, and I know, Dice, you will use your podcast to prepare people for the elections, the midterm elections, right? Because
I hope so, because, you know, I will be, you know.
Yeah, of course, Brett will be here. Of course, everything's going to be up and up.
All of this.
We won't take any payoffs or anything from no party at all.
Because, like you said, Brett Kavanaugh is a product of, right? Not having, you know, a Democrat, you know, controlling the House and the Senate.
Did you see the what was it, the true crime Bill Clinton thing on FX?
I did not see that. The true crime.
Brett Kavanaugh is a character in that. Whoa. Because he was on Ken Starr's team.
What?
Oh, I did hear that. I did. Yeah, I knew he was on Ken Starr's team.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Oh man, listen.
That's where the money is. Like, you want to talk about
nothing surprises me about any of the right judges, any of the right, you know. I hate to call it that.
You think the left, they two shoes? Everybody that's on the left, like.
No, I think the left. You know, I have a lot of issues with.
Nancy Pelosi, think she's a two shoe?
No, I think.
See what she did recently?
What did she do recently?
She bought weapons options contracts in the stock market. Did you see that?
Oh, did she?
Oh yeah, well, they're all doing it. Congress, they do something that's called insider trading.
Yeah, they all do
And
that.
It's legal when they do it.
Well, sort of, but.
Well, I think they're tightening the laws now because
Barack put something in play.
Yeah.
Where they will be able to do it again.
Yeah.
But they've been doing it again.
Can I just say?
I mean, yeah.
Can I just say?
That's how the game's
I
been
want to
played.
be in Congress now. Now I'm not. You mean all this time I've been being a crook and I could have got caught with the jail? I could have joined those guys and I don't jail time for. It's like
shut that
free.
down. Shut that down. Dice this.
Hey, listen. I tell you what.
Shouldn't go to Congress.
I tell you what, crooks out there.
No.
Listen. Join Congress. All right. Stop the crime. Stop the crime now. Okay. Join your local political parties.
You mean go out and vote?
Well, you can vote for whoever you want, of course, but you know we're voting. Our vote goes to people who know how to help the community. You know, the community. And that's what we support, you know. It's not a... See, the one thing about the black vote, Brett, the black vote, the one thing about the black vote, I want you to understand is what we have to do. Show this white hand. Show this beautiful Jewish hand holding this brown hand in solidarity. You see this solidarity?
I don't want to do
That's
that
what we have to
anymore.
do. No, it's okay, Brett.
Your podcast, your podcast is
Moving the envelope politically forward.
politically forward. I was going to say your podcast is like a microcosm of what the country could look like. You know, should look like. You know, but we don't have any females at the table though. I mean,
Thank God.
you know, we need to.
Again,
thank God they're coming. No, more women are coming on about that. Thank God for women.
He invited AOC.
Thank God. I have.
Yeah, you have invited
I've
AOC.
extended the invitation to AOC.
I think you should extend the invitation to Bill Maher because I think he'll actually show up.
Yo, Bill Maher, when you come to Philly, let's do it.
He would love it. Yeah,
because he talked about it on his show last week that he has a podcast.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I mean, this is the kind of space Bill Maher wants to be in.
It's a safe space.
You know, it's a safe space.
Bill, it's a safe space for you. President Xi, not so much for you. I've contacted the Chinese consulate repeatedly.
But wait a minute.
I've given you your chance, Xi, to explain yourself, and now it's too late.
How about Zelensky? From
I like Zelensky.
Man,
I like Zelensky. See, here's why I like Zelensky. You ain't no bitch. That's right. He ain't no bitch. Pootie, he's up your ass, Pootie.
Oh, no.
Way up your ass.
Oh, no.
And you can't do nothing about it. You want to have peace talks. Pootie, I was rooting for you because we like the same beluga vodka, me and you, Pootie. We like the same beluga vodka. We have similar taste and watches, Pootie. But I gotta turn my back on you now, baby. I gotta turn my back. I can't be your friend no more, Pootie. I can't be your friend no more. You can't come on the podcast no more, Pootie. No more. You're fucked up. And Zelensky's way up the butthole. And you gotta back down. Now you want to talk about peace. You want to peace it out.
Yes, that's
Maybe now it's too late. Maybe now Ukraine wants Russia. Think about that, Pootie. Get out while you still can. Get out while you still can. While you still got your money. You still got the family, the little doggy. The vodkas, the caviar, the Russian caviar. Get the fuck out while you still can.
And Dice and Mom have a spare bedroom for you.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Not at the new house. I've got my clothes. It's a coat room now. It's a coat room now, Pootie. You got no friends. You got no friends, Pootie. Anyway, I get so upset.
You got really upset about that.
Okay.
And it is justifiable.
We should end on a calming down note.
Calming down note.
Dice, when you were out in LA, did you go like to any like yoga classes or like do any like fun shit?
Yeah, did you do the LA thing?
Where you went go hiking.
Something that was mind, body, and soul.
Yeah. Did you go to a spa?
I did.
Yeah.
I did actually, but not in LA. I went to San Diego.
Rejuvenating. Oh, really?
Oh.
Yo, San Diego.
Could you live out there? Could you live out there, Dice?
Did you go to La Jolla?
No, I was at something called the Fairmount.
The Fairmount.
Oh, it's a hotel.
Because it reminded me of Fairmount Avenue, so that's why I chose it.
But it was nothing like Fairmount.
It's way nicer.
It was nothing like, very far away from Fairmount Avenue, huh?
There was like a pool on the roof.
No, this place, right? It was a hotel, right? Where you pulled up to the hotel, and it was like a gate, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like this old black guy, who looked like my grandpa. Like, he came out, he said, yeah?
And he said, get off my property.
No, he was like, yeah?
Dice, you went to somebody's estate.
I'm in Uber, right? And they're like, he's a guest. And they're like, all right. And they opened up the gate, and the gate was like wood. Like, it was like, it opened towards you, too. So it was like one of them.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like the opening scene of Bel Air.
So you drive all the way up this like long hill.
That's another podcast.
Yeah.
It's like grass and like mountains. And I'm like, where the fuck am I going?
This is a hotel?
This is what I'm saying.
Did you like go camping?
This is just. It's just.
Are they giving you a sponsor for this? Because you're bigging up the Fairmount right now.
They don't even allow blacks in there. You know what I'm saying? They still had a sign where it said no blacks allowed.
Oh, so they thought you were there to clean the pool?
No. I mean, now they have to let blacks.
Well, the way you set this up, there was an old black man in the front of the gate. You said
still got the sign.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just to commemorate. You know how racist they used to be. No, I'm joking.
Oh my God.
But it was one of those things though. My microphone didn't like that joke. Nah, so I go in this place though, and I mean, like you have lunch on like a golf course.
Oh, nice.
I mean, like the shit was sick. Like the pool is outside though, so ground level.
Okay.
You can see the mountains behind you.
You see the mountains.
See the ocean.
You can see the ocean.
Wow.
You can see the ocean. I mean, this shit was so baffling to me. How sexy San Diego is. I'm like, why do people live in LA?
Right.
Like, what the fuck is in LA?
No.
Nothing.
No, well, there's a lot in LA.
I mean, there's a lot of money in LA.
But San Diego is
I couldn't believe it. And I've been to San Diego 100 times. Never experienced what I've experienced this time. Like,
could you live out there?
Could I? The question is, how do I ditch my mom? You know what I'm saying? Because she refuses to go to California. But I said to somebody, I said, you know what? I could just
she would enjoy the
her.
warm weather. She wants to
go to Florida.
Oh, okay.
But she doesn't want to go to
See,
California.
I think I would actually like to see a show.
I was just about to say that.
Moves to Florida.
Dice takes mom to Florida or San Diego.
And it's Golden Girls meets.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'll take her to San Diego.
I can't.
It's already writing itself.
It is.
And she'll think she's in Florida. And that's the whole thing.
But the road trip out, she'd be like,
she's too long to get Florida.
Your mama is too in her wits to know that. Wait, we're the second day in Texas.
Only way I could pull
on our way to Florida.
Only way I could pull it off is if it was a plane, because she doesn't know how long the plane ride is to Florida. So I could say, hey, I get a plane ticket to San Diego.
But when they make an announcement that we've landed in
San Diego,
she's
too sharp.
But 15 minutes later, she'll be like, where are we at again?
Oh.
She'll be like, Florida, mom. I just had to keep her away from the local news channel. You know what I'm saying? Because like once they announced the weather, this mic is not working.
Because she only watches Channel 6, right?
No, she only watches TVG.
We'll see the mic. It's all about comedy here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh,
I mean, that's by design, Carl.
I had no idea. I think Brett gave me a faulty mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But no, but she only
mic.
watches TVG, which is the horse betting network. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to tell her as soon as when she wakes up on early days, she's like, Bert, she's like, put on TVG. I'm like, Mama, I gotta kind of watch a little bit of news before she's like, all right, watch the news if you want.
I gotta go.
Watch the news if you want. Because first I'm making her coffee, I'm making her breakfast, I'm switching her channels for her. And, you know, I mean, this is the kind of nonsense that I'm dealing with. But
I love
San Diego, she may end up in San Diego, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Mama, you're in San Diego, Florida. She's like, what the hell? She's like,
it's on the West Coast. It's near Tampa.
She's like, Bert, somebody told me today that we in San Diego. She's like, what the hell is that? I'm like, San Diego, Florida. She's like, oh, okay. Never heard of it, but...
You know, like Hollywood Street in Philly?
Yeah, right.
Where's Hollywood Street?
San Diego, Florida.
Hollywood's in North Philly. They got Hollywood Street in North Philly.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Hollywood Street.
I learned something new about Philadelphia today.
It's nothing like Hollywood. No.
As a matter of fact, Will Smith's single, Good Guy, has Hollywood Street and West Philly as like two street signs.
I know there's a place called Hollywood in Abington.
Yeah, but there's one in Philly. There's a Hollywood
There's
Street.
a neighborhood called Hollywood.
In North Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a neighborhood. Yeah.
Well, you know, Hollywood is what magicians make their magic wands out of.
Yeah.
So that's where they get the term Hollywood.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's a magic wand.
Supposedly.
You know, a witch's stick.
That's where the wood is, made out of
Hollywood.
Well, this was a...
This was
a great Raw report.
It was a great Raw report.
Oh,
you gonna end this?
Great CBDs. Oh, Phil. Beers. We had fish sandwich. Oh, bomb.
Bang bang.
As always.
Thanks for watching that, and if you dug that, leave a thumbs up and say what up in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to Stony Island Audio for more.